have got to stop using the word luxury so loosely when it comes to apartments.
High-rise luxury apartments are scamming y'all because there's no reason to be spending $2,000 for a studio.
Welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into today's topic, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You don't want to miss out on our latest content. So I was thinking about moving into one of those fancy luxury apartments, you know? The ones with the rooftop pools, gyms, and doormen who look like they stepped out of GQ magazine. But then I thought, wait a minute. Is this a dream come true or just a really expensive episode of Pimp My Crib? Seriously, have you noticed how these luxury apartments are popping up everywhere? It's like someone played SimCity and went crazy with the luxury high-rise tool. But hey, here's the kicker. Are they really worth it? Or are we just paying extra for a fancy name and a slightly shinier doorknob? I mean, come on. I read this article where a couple dropped $6.1 million on a so-called luxury apartment in New York, only to find out the rooftop pool was more like a rooftop swamp, algae included, free of charge. That is gross, man. And don't even get me started on the hidden fees. But hey, stick around till the end, because we're going to dive deep into the luxury apartment craze. We'll uncover the truth behind the marble countertops and infinite pools, and I'll share some tips on how to avoid getting scammed. Plus, I'll throw in some motivation to keep you going, because giving up is not an option, people. So grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's find out if luxury pets are the real deal or just a high-price illusion. And remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Just tell y'all how these newly renovated and luxury apartments are not all that they're cracked up to be. We just moved into this newly renovated apartment last month, and we have had at least 10 problems since we moved.
Apartment is that I have this beautiful fridge, and I'm so busy paying for it that I can't seem to fill it with groceries. Let's do a little tour. So I have cat food here, strawberry, kombucha, yogurt.
Who needs to hear this? But renters are not looking for luxury apartments. We are looking for apartments that are well priced, do not have bugs, and get fixed in a timely manner. I live in an apartment that likes to say that, and other than the fact that my rent has gone up 25% in the past 2 years, let me show you what else they've done. This is right outside my apartment, and it's literally been unfixed for over a month now after the pipes burst. We also have cracks like this in the floor. They're like, literally, this thing has grown. My finger could fit in it now. And we don't even have an elevator at this point because it's been broken for 2 weeks with absolutely no update given. But honestly, I don't even know what the solution is here, because I can move to another place, similar type apartment. It's going to be hundreds of dollars more, and honestly, it's probably going to have the same issues.
Do not fall for the luxury apartment gimmick. It is all... Why do I hear everything in my fucking luxury apartment? Ain't shit luxury about a bitch stomping on top of your goddamn head at 5 in the fucking morning. Like, these bitches are literally stomping, and I can hear everything. I can hear when they flush the toilet. I can hear when they close the shower curtain. I can hear when they go to the kitchen to get a snack. I can hear every fucking thing in my luxury apartment. And these bitches are stomping as if it's FAMU marching 100 in that bitch. Like, they're stomping. And then the thing about it that I don't get is that we have the same fucking floor plan. 730 square feet. Dora the Explorer, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? 730 fucking square feet, where are we going? Y'all want to check a motherfucker credit. Y'all want to see if a bitch made 3 times the rent. Y'all want to check a bitch education background. Y'all want to take a bitch blood. What y'all need to be checking is the motherfucking steps per fucking minute before they move in the fucking apartment. Because maybe they don't deserve to be staying on top of no goddamn body. Maybe them the bitches that need to stay on the first floor. And if they have kids under a certain age, they need to stay on the first floor. I'm sorry, you and your kids need to be at the bottom before y'all can make it to the goddamn top. At this point, I stay in an over-exaggerated ass treehouse. And I hate it here.
Literally this. How is every apartment complex somehow a luxury apartment? I just got my rent increase for this year, and it's almost $200. Obviously, I can't afford that, and I'm gonna have to move. But when I look at the map, there's nothing in the county that I live in, and anything in the surrounding areas. And what, you want me to live in buttfuck so then I have to commute a million miles? And that's what we're forcing young people to do. So when we say we need to increase the housing stock, we mean it. New Jersey is going to reach build out by 2050. That means no more buildable land. So that means we have to build up. We have to allow more ADUs. And I know some people are freaking out about that. But we have the capacity here in New Jersey. We're literally a little metropolis. They can build 6 stories.
Social media got y'all heads fucked up thinking y'all want to live in a penthouse or the top floor or some shit when y'all don't think about logistics. I live on the 6th floor. My building got 16 floors. I be pissed off when a nigga get on an elevator and go to the 2nd floor. Like, just imagine you live on like the 12th floor and the whole elevator get packed up and you waiting to get to your floor. Niggas going to floor 3, 7, 9, 10, 11. Next thing you know, you in the elevator for like 183 seconds. I was just stuck in the elevator with a mother with 4 kids, a nigga with an entire shopping cart, and another motherfucker with their dog, bro. I was going up 5 fucking flights. I almost lost my shit. I can only imagine the people who live on the 16th floor and how they feel, bro.
See this thing right here? That's a brand new luxury apartment building, only there's nothing luxury about it because it looks like every apartment building that's going up around it and every apartment building that has gone up around it for the last 5 years. These are cookie cutter modern apartments, but there's nothing luxury about them. There's nothing extravagant about them. There is no charm. There is no character, okay? They are overpriced modern apartments, but you continue to advertise them as luxury because they all have the same black and white kitchen with the fake gray wood flooring and the tile shower with the big glass door where you can't do a fun shower curtain, the same tall windows with the ugly steel beams running in between them, no real window sills, no real room for curtains. There's nothing luxury about these apartments. They are modern, overpriced, cookie-cutter apartments, and I would like you to add...
This is where things get spicy. Like when you order salsa and the waiter says, careful, man, it's hot. But you're like, nah, cool, whatever. You ignore it, and now your mouth's all sweaty, and you're like, ah, shit, I should listen to that guy, you know? Well, that's how it is, but with overpriced rent. Now let's talk facts, guys. Did you know that the average rent for a so-called luxury apartment is up 35% over the last 5 years? That's right. You're paying more, but is it really worth it? I mean, sure, they throw in a gym, but have you seen those gyms? It's like 2 treadmills, a yoga mat, and a mirror that screams, you could have gone to Planet Fitness for $10, bro. And those rooftop pools, oh, don't get me started. It's either closed for maintenance, freezing cold, or packed with neighbors who treat it like a nightclub. I tried swimming once, and it felt more like I was dodging elbows at a Black Friday sales, man. It was crazy. Now let's talk about the sneaky fees. These places love to hit you with those charges like amenity fees, valet trash service, and many personal favorite, pet rent. That's right, your dog is officially a tenant now. You might as well hand him the lease and a tiny briefcase. One study showed that 90% of luxury renters end up paying 20 to 30% more than they expected because of these hidden fees. It's like going to Taco Bell, ordering a $5 and then getting charged $15 for guacamole. That's ridiculous. But you think paying top dollar would mean top quality, right? Nope. Turns out a lot of those so-called luxury apartments are built faster than a toddler's Legos tower. I saw a review where someone said their ceiling leaked, the walls were paper thin, and the marble countertops were peeling. Peeling, what the hell? Who knew marble could shed like a cat in the summer? But one guy said his smart fridge was so smart it locked him out until he paid rent. That's the next level hustle, man. But let's hit you with some quick numbers. 25% of luxury apartment renters regret their choice within the first 6 months. 60% say they wouldn't recommend their building to a friend. And my favorite stat, a whopping 85% admitted they don't even use half the amenities they're paying for. That's like me buying a gym membership and then only showing up to see the massage chairs. Like what? I mean, if you're balling then that's cool, I guess, but that's a lot of money, man. So why are we doing this to ourselves? It's the packaging, people. These buildings are like those giant Christmas presents with a tiny gift card inside. You see the rooftop lounge and you think, this is it, I made it. But reality hits you when you're calling maintenance for the 5th time because your luxury toilet is more decorative than functional. Now before we dive into the solution, I need you to do me a favor. If you're sitting there thinking, man, I've been scammed by one of these places, hit that like button. And if you avoid that scam, hit subscribe, because I got more life-saving advice coming your way. Let's make sure your next move isn't into a glorified shoebox. Stick around for the conclusion, folks. We're about to get into how you can dodge these traps, save you money, and keep your mindset strong. Because remember, giving up is not an option. Unless giving up overpriced rent, then you have my full blessing.
2 days after we moved, the dishwasher was not working, and they claimed it's brand new. They just installed it. Maintenance had to come fix the dishwasher because it was not working. That same day, we noticed that all the water in the house was lukewarm, so we had to call maintenance back to come and fix the hot water tank. Third, we have not had Wi-Fi since we moved. It's been a month. It's been over a month that we've been here now. No working Wi-Fi. We have had Xfinity for 3 years, y'all. Haven't had any issues until we moved here. 5 Xfinity technicians have been out here, and only the last one was able to give us some type of relief. He put in a new cable, but every time that somebody came out, they tried to charge me $100, even though nobody could fix the issue. The last guy from Xfinity that came said it was because the apartment had old cables, and they aren't even the cables that Xfinity uses anymore. Now, let's get on to this problem, which is the biggest, and I am so pissed off about this. I heard the fan, like the AC unit outside, making some weird screeching noise at like 3 o'clock in the morning. The next day, our AC went out. We have an 8-month-old baby in this apartment, y'all. Look how hot it is. It's 87 degrees in here, and I have an 8-month-old baby. So I called maintenance and told them what was going on. They came, tried to look and see what it was. They said the AC unit was old. It got clogged up, and so the motor in it locked. Therefore, the AC unit is not working. So they gave us one portable unit to put in the master bedroom, even though we live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and said that they would be back tomorrow to put a new motor into the AC unit outside. Here's the gag, y'all. Maintenance came back yesterday. He worked on it, tried to put the new motor in, and he said, sorry guys, we're gonna have to just get y'all a whole new unit out there. So now it's been 2 days, and they gave us another portable unit to put in the living room. Yay. Look at this, y'all. The unit broke. They tried to tape it up, and it's literally melting because the air is so hot. So now we still only have one portable unit in the master bedroom, which is at the very back of the house. So at this point, I'm really upset, and I just wish we would have stayed where we moved from because we didn't have any issues over there. Granted, we needed more space because, again, we have a whole baby, but like, this is honestly so ridiculous. These apartments, they be trying to make stuff look sweet, and they be patching stuff up and don't fix it, y'all. They do not fix anything. So please beware. Please beware. When you're spending $2,000 a month on a luxury apartment, know what you're getting yourself into. Y'all, we don't even have lights in the bedroom. We don't have lights. This is the second bedroom. Let me show you the master bedroom. No light. You telling me you couldn't put a light in the ceiling in a bedroom? Yeah, I'm really sick of calling maintenance every single day with something else, but it's just so annoying. And I know they tired of me too, but it's like, I'm paying way too much money to stay here for y'all to be having this many damn issues. So at this point, I don't know what to do. This is literally only a month of staying here so far in this newly renovated luxury apartment. So I'm just gonna take y'all on this journey because it is a wild ride so far. 0 out of 10 would not.
So Little Birdie told me that you want to move into a luxury apartment community. I'm here to tell you that while I love a good old luxury moment, I love living in luxury communities, they are not all they're cracked up to be. Trust me. So I've been on both sides of it. I am a real estate agent, and I've also been a resident at luxury communities. And while we all want to live in the newest, the best areas, it's really important that you do your due diligence before signing your lease. That is going to be incredibly important because there's nothing worse than signing a lease, moving into a luxury community, and then finding out that the walls are hella thin, the neighborhood is such, and things of that nature. So read Google reviews. Now, listen, I work in multifamily, and I would say probably 30 to 40% of those Google reviews are capped. Okay, somebody pissed off because they owe rent, or somebody pissed them off, and there's a hidden agenda. So I would say anywhere from 20 to 40% of the reviews are cap. Okay, they're lying. They made it up. But the other ones are more than likely true. There may be a little bit of lies laced in there, but if you start to see where multiple people are saying the same thing or complaining about the same thing, then you want to take heed to that. Just because it's brand new does not mean it's going to be issue or problem free. Okay? The walls are more than likely, unless it is a concrete building, the walls are going to be paper thin. You're going to be able to hear your neighbors' conversations. You're going to be able to hear when they're using the microwave, when they're flushing the toilet, when they are washing their clothes. Okay? New does not mean better. All right?
Just make them work. We paying a lot of money to live here. Like, can that go towards making sure these amenities work? Like, the dog parks, never cleaning up the shit for months on end. Parking garages, getting advertised as an amenity, but you got the garage propped open that anybody can come in. People shit getting broken into, mine. People shit getting towed out of there, mine, for no reason. Gyms that are as big as our closets with this basic ass equipment. I could probably get a more intense workout at a fucking nursing home. Valet trash that's never getting picked up on schedule is being left out there for days, stanking up the fucking hallways. Everything looks so bright on the website, but why the lights so dim in this motherfucker? Like, why is it so dingy and dirty looking in this luxury apartment? Why? Okay? I know rent prices are not literally based on the amenities that these apartments offer, or not all of them at least. A lot of them are aligned with market price, but still though, a lot of these places are still going above market price. So it's just like, hey, hold on. If we're gonna pay this, make the shit work around this motherfucker. That's all I was saying. People was mad at me because I wanted the elevator to work. The elevator is not necessarily an amenity. It's actually required when you have a building above 3 floors.
Well, I spent about $3,300 on my apartment. It's nothing crazy. You know, I got my bedroom over there, my kitchen, my bathroom is back there too. When I first moved here, I was like, this is a lot of money. I'm only making 12 to 15K a month right now. You know, maybe I shouldn't do this. But it's the best building in Tampa, which means all the young entrepreneurs in Tampa are going to be in this building. So I thought, you know what? I'm young. I can make I don't have to be financially sound my whole life. I can make a little bit of a mistake here if it doesn't work out. After a couple months in, I was like, damn, I'm getting scammed. Like, it's great to live here. I got the rooftop views and the pool and all the amenities and the concierge and the garage, all that stuff. But it's not a lot of space, and I feel bad for my dog. But the value really comes from the people you meet. Because of one of my friends I met in this building, I just got a $6K a month contract doing UGC, which means over the course of a year, this apartment will be more than paid for just by that contract. That's the only reason you should move into buildings, connections.
Alright folks, we made it to the conclusion. If you stuck around this long, give yourself a pat on the back, or better yet, hit the subscribe button and like this video, because we are about to tie this all together like a Christmas bow on a really ugly sweater. Step number 1, guys, do your homework. First thing first, don't let that shiny marketing fool you before signing that lease. Dig deeper than a grandma looking for a glass in her purse. Check reviews, ask current tenants about their experience, and look at the building's maintenance history. Now, I'm not talking about the reviews on their website, of course. They're going to say it's a paradise. Look on Google or Yelp, where people aren't afraid to say, the only luxury here is the amount of roaches in my bathroom. It's disgusting. But anyway, step number 2. Know what you're paying for. Remember, all those hidden fees we talked about, yeah. Don't let those catch you off guard. Ask for a detailed breakdown of costs up front. If they try to sell you on a valid trash service, just tell them, I've been taking out trash since I was 6. Thank you very much. Oh, and if they're charging pet rent, ask them where your dog parking space is, because Fido deserves a little luxury too. Step number 3, shift your mindset. Here's where we get serious, people. You don't need granite countertops or a rooftop pool to be successful. Real success is living within your means, building well, and creating the life you love. You can't impress your bank account with an Instagram-worthy apartment, but you can impress it by saving for a home you actually own someday. So, anyway, Tony Robbins says, where focus goes, energy flows. If you're constantly focusing on keeping up with the Joneses, you'll lose sight of your own goals. Instead, focus on what truly matters, financial freedom and peace of mind. Step number 4, don't be afraid to walk away. You got to know when to say nope, not for me. If the numbers don't add up, don't let FOMO, fear of missing out, trap you in a lease you'll regret. As my mom always said, if it smells fishy, don't eat it. And if the rent sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now let me get motivation on you. Life's gonna throw all kind of shiny distractions your way. Luxury apartments, fancy cars, overpriced avocado toast. But hey, here's the deal. You're stronger than that. You're smarter than that. And you don't need marble countertops to prove it. Remember, greatness isn't about where you live. It's about what you're building. So shift your mindset. Stop thinking about what looks good on Instagram. And start focusing on what feels good in real life. So what's the takeaway today? Don't fall for the hype. Do your research, save your money, and most importantly, remember that luxury isn't a place, it's a state of mind. Now go out there and achieve greatness, because giving up is not an option. But giving up overpriced rent, that's just smart. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you know who's about to fall into luxury apartment trap. Let's help each other out, one lease at a time.